until in the morning. Oh, Tony, we're supposed to be closed, but you can have one more double. So if any of you saw me and my brother and his girlfriend in our ridiculous Fifth Element costumes, thank you so much for recognizing me outside of my costume and me going, oh God. Good times. Who are my first timers here at DragonCon? Raise your hand. Thank you for being my 30% increase. My name is Tony Gowell. I actually work for DragonCon. It's a great little gig. They pay my bills and my 401k. Yes, I'm paid. Your little badge, look down at it. You see those cute little badge names that you come up with that are like your little gamer, hashtag, character, email addresses, whatever. That's what I type on your badge. Thank you. Thank you so much. It only holds 16 characters, boys and girls. Remember that for next year. There was this one time at band camp, and I really enjoyed myself, and then I got to see J.S. Runs out. No, I'm kidding. I love my job at DragonCon. Thank you for the last week of pre-registration where over 3,000 of you were like, oh my God, I can get my $120 ticket in right now. I got to work on the weekends in the month of August to get ready for the show. Thank you very much. Lots of overtime hours. I'm super appreciative. Please do it again next year. Are you guys coming back next year? Awesome. So not only is DragonCon my home and my family for the past 11 years, I know it's impossible to believe that someone as youthful as myself could have worked for DragonCon so long. I was a fetus when I started. I also work in film and television. I've worked for various casting agencies around the Georgia market, and I worked on a little show, maybe you've heard of it, called The Vampire Diaries. Yeah, I worked for the background casting director for season 1 for a hot minute. Hot minute reminding me of episode 5 in season 1. There was like a car wash scene. I had good times casting for that, because they were all shirtless and awful job, but somebody had to do it. So working for the main programming department and working for the DragonCon office, there's myself and a couple of other really beautifully talented people that our jobs are to handle you monsters from being completely out of control. Believe me, I'll push the boundaries of taste. I'll do it for you. There we go.
Michael Miller, please come to the front. Michael Miller. I think we're just going to let this guy talk. He's a lot funnier. Yeah, he's fun. So I'm assuming that most people are sleeping right now. If you're single, put your hand up. Oh, the single ladies. That is smart. I can finally see the audience today. Yesterday I was like, it's all dark, it's like, she could be cute. 5 o'clock shadow's not too bad. Oh, let's go. If you're happy and you know it, raise your hand. Front audience, not happy. The people with hangovers are half-assed. Like, yeah, we can finally see the reds of your eyes.
Where are our microphone beauties? Do we have a microphone beauty? Do we have one? Is it you? No, she's like, oh, it is you. She's like, oh, okay, yeah. Oh, we have 2 wonderful, so we'll line up behind both of these beautiful people, and we'll take them, we'll alternate, and I'll give you guys kind of like a warning.
Say a little shorter. It was kind of like a poor man's Game of Thrones. Yeah, Count Drogo was 5'4".
He was a little out of shape.
The guys that have those stormtrooper outfits that actually talk, that actually have microphones built into them, and they sound like they did in the movie. And I got chills because I went straight back to when I was about 7, watching that film, and I thought, wow. But after a long weekend in that thing, how does that work? By Sunday, it's got to be very interesting.
Febreze.
That's what I'm thinking. Febreze. I've been yelling out this all weekend, and I haven't seen him, but I've been like, Gandalf! Gandalf! And last night, I found Gandalf. Yeah, I found him, and he came up to me, and he was in a bathroom stall. Like, oh! With his cane. Somebody could tell me there's another part of the story we're not hearing. Yeah. He's like, pass. Yeah, he wouldn't let me go past. But anyway, he was lovely. And senile, but...
He was like, hello, Nathaniel. I love you. Get under my robe.
Is it secret?
Is it safe?
Real quick, best moderator.
Put your hand up if you are taken, but you're not happy.
You know what? That's cool. There's only a handful of people.
What was that first statement that I heard you trying to say?
Best moderator of all time.
Hell yeah, man.
Thank you.
Secondly, Ian, you're the reason I watch Vampire Diaries. I've been watching you since Rules of Attraction. And
Oh, wow, thank you.
You're just the best, most dreamiest guy in the world.
I feel the love in this room.
Wait, most dreamiest.
Yeah. I just want to know what you guys were
Now, fellas.
You're awesome.
I want to know what you would costume as if you were coming here as just a normal person, not a guest.
You want to know what?
What you would
What
costume
costuming
as.
would you do?
I would just come, you know, I've always wanted to come to a convention in my birthday suit. I mean, that's the ultimate costume, right?
That convention is called Frolicon. There is that convention.
Hey, I think it would just be interesting. I agree. Conversation piece. And pieces.
It's a piece, that's for sure. Don't know about the conversation.
That's funny. Awesome. I don't think anyone could have a better costume than your birthday suit.
Just like a pair of boots.
Some awesome
Pair of boots.
The very lovely, brightly colored lady.
Janis Joplin is about to ask us a question.
Rock it out, sister.
Woodstock!
Ian, I have to say that I'm a fan of yours since Lost, and it's so nice to see you on this show now, too.
Oh, thank you. You have no idea what I had to do to get this show.
I actually have a question for all of you. I love the use of compelling on the show, and I was wondering if you guys had a person that you wanted to compel, who would you choose?
Jennifer Lopez.
Who?
I just wanted to compel Jennifer Lopez.
You would compel J-Lo?
I love J-Lo.
There was that thing, it was a funny skit Chris Rock did. He was like, Jennifer Lopez shows up, she got 2 limos. One for Jennifer Lopez, one for her ass. I thought that was the funniest shit in the world. I laughed for an hour.
That's what I
I
like.
can see it, you know, showing up in its own limo.
You're gonna get sued by Ross, I reckon. Ross is gonna show up in this limo and be like, you can make fun of it.
Whoa.
What's up, baby? Damn, girl, you got booty.
That just happened.
Now I'm gonna get sued. Awesome. Any lawyers?
If you're single and a lawyer, raise your hand.
Damn. Oh, wait. Hey, you got a couple of them.
So how do you sign Jennifer?
I would compel, actually, I would go the boring route. I mean, there's only a couple people I would compel. I would either compel Julie Plec to get exactly how the storyline was, or I'd compel our president to make some really good decisions, which apparently don't happen in Washington. So I think that would really work well.
Good answer.
Yeah, what he said. The president or some shit.
That guy.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dennis.
You would think he's a serious man, but he actually loves to joke and imitate people, and he'd have conversations between Sir John Gielgud, Laurence Olivier, and Ralph Richardson, and Richard Burton, all having a conversation at the same time. Not your generation, I know. But then, I'd have people on the set, and I'd be like, can you do Hannibal Lecter for them? He'd be, oh yes, of course. And he'd do the Chianti line with fucking eat some like. He'd eat their brain while he talks. He was fucking great, he was amazing. He'd sit with us. He's amazing. He'd sit on us. Ian?
I love.
Oh, I said the F-bomb, didn't I? But it's normal, it's part of a vocabulary. Yeah. Sorry, baby.
Something tells me...
If I could compel anyone, I would compel that baby to forget the F-bomb that Sebastian.
I've met them all. He knows them personally. Oh my God, it's Kenny Dan. Pretty starstruck by all those guys. I was walking out of a talk show when Jeff Bridges was doing press for Crazy Heart. We walked through a door together at the same time. And he's not a small guy. And he looked down at me, and I sat there and went, what? And I realized I am a 14-year-old girl right now. And he just thinks that I'm either really stoned or there's something wrong. I have a speech impediment. And it was a cool moment. All the people that we talked about, pretty phenomenal.
But I think if I met Nelson Mandela, for real, truthfully, that would be my greatest moment. Yeah. Truly. If that would be Nelson Mandela for me. My hero.
Morgan Freeman.
Ma'am?
Yes. I wanted to ask, I love how the show, dispels myths about vampires, oh, you can't see us in the mirror. Are there any other...
Wait, how's that going? I didn't quite get it.
Is there any other aspect of the fantasy realm that you guys would like to explore and dispel other stupid myths about?
I think Damon needs to get laid at some point. I think, yeah, he never does. So
He gets laid all the time.
what are you talking about? The last one was his sister, season 2.
Don't bring that up.
Let's talk about that. My daughter?
Yeah, I meant to.
Hell yeah, that's right. You're doing it down here.
Ungrateful son. I knew she had you with someone else.
There are a lot of cool things we get to do, and here's the thing that we always but we talk about is that anytime something goes wrong, you just call in Bonnie. She has the witch fix. Episode ends. How everything's okay. We just spent ourselves out of this whole. Yeah, we just spent 48 minutes running around on the precipice of death, and then Bonnie Bennett walks in and goes. End of episode, cut to black.
By the way, the funniest thing is doing the read-throughs when she's got to do the chants.
I love it.
She gets so embarrassed about them and so she'll start sometimes and then kind of become herself. Yeah, I like that. I like it when they feature big chants in the script.
She just sing some Beyonce. Cause my body's bootyless, baby. Is that a song? It is? I love that song. I love the video.
Hey, Wonder Woman, what you got?
Sorry. Nobody knows that.
How would you compare your experiences on Supernatural and that cast with your experiences on the Vampire Diaries?
Bearing in mind that we're here.
Yes.
Yes,
I must No, it was both experiences were amazing. Both characters are very different. Balthazar is very close to who I am. I pretty much walked on set and went to the costume designer wearing what I was wearing. She was like, "That's what I want. Can I borrow t-shirt, and so I mean, you know, what's that, darling? Yes, Ménage à Trois. That's nothing, darling. Okay, no, but it was a wonderful experience. I knew, Ian and I knew each other from before, and I knew Paul. We tested for another show called Fallen. So I knew, and we'd met before in Barcelona, and no, it was an amazing experience to be on the Vampire Diaries, and working with Joe and all these guys was
amazing group of individuals.
No, really amazing group of individuals, really, truly fun, you know, funny people with great sense.
Cracking jokes like, I'm gonna kill you! You're cut!
Next to my cross while I'm doing a really dramatic scene with Jensen, you know. We have fun.
Whoa, why is he pointing? Did you do that too?
No. It wasn't on my crotch. Sorry, baby. Compelling. How do you do the compelling?
Seeing a pattern.
He's really good at compelling. I'm not a good compeller.
Not saying.
I'm just saying. But you know, I had one more episode on Supernatural because I came in as the big badass on Vampire Diaries. I was like, he's the biggest badass in the world. Joseph Morgan goes, you're dead. And in 2 seconds flat, I was like, oh. End of episode. No, you did. That scene was a great scene. That was a great scene.
Yeah, it was a great scene.
Oh, he does? Oh, yes, you're right. And Misha did that to me. Yeah, Misha took me from behind. Sorry, baby.
The baby only speaks Japanese, so you're set.
Sorry. You're the best.
My question is for Ian. I was at the cast tour 2010.
You were what?
I was at the cast tour 2010 where you guys had them all completely wrapped up. And I was just wondering, how has your view of the fans changed since then? Because you guys were so visibly awed at the people there.
How's my view changed? Of the fans? Well, I mean, I hate them all. You know what I mean? And it grows. It's perpetual. No, it's phenomenal. I know what you were talking about, and we did this tour with the cast, and we would go to these stores, and we would have a really cool Q&A. And I remember the first time we walked out, the one in Kennesaw, there was 4,500 people or something in a room about half this size, and the sound, the reverb of the sound of the screaming was so intense. It was incredible. It was actually kind of euphoric, where we were all screaming at each other, "Whoa, this is incredible!" You're screaming so hard and loud, but you can't even feel your own chest, the reverberation from your own chest, from your own voice. It's something else, this sound. And it's this white noise that happens, and it's unbelievable. And we felt, and I say this in all humility, it was such an incredible experience, but for the one moment we realized, like, wait a minute, I think those guys called the Beatles felt this. Because the sound is so incredible, and the feeling that you get from all this just love, and it's pretty incredible. You guys you make this job, I think I speak for these 3 other sexy gentlemen, you make this experience so profoundly amazing by virtue of sharing that love and that energy. Pretty badass. So thank you.
It's the my first favorite show of all time. And if you guys were vampires in real life, who would you turn to be your true love?
J-Lo.
Hey, she's taken.
Limo 1, we can share.
Yeah, we can share that booty. There's enough of it around.
I haven't found it yet, but I do date fans.
Oh, shameless.
But smart.
Yeah, because I never have.
And efficient, I must say.
Ian, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you imagine Klaus and Damon?
That would be hot.
scene in the South Park movie, you know, Saddam and Satan. It was when, you know, Saddam thought that, or Satan thought that Saddam was only thinking about, you know, other people while he was behind him. He was like, Saddam, sometimes when you're with me, I think you're thinking sounds like great. Satan, your ass is big and red. Who else am I going to think you are? Liza Minnelli? Pretty great scene. It's true. And the name of the movie, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. Are you kidding me? Yes.
Get something. That sounds like me. Oh my God, you guys are ridiculous. Sorry, baby. You guys the wife? And single, you said. That's awesome. No, it's not. It's not that bad. There are perks. Yeah, a strong right arm. Bulging bicep. Oh dear, baby. I recommend. But baby, it's like going to 4 years of Harvard. I learned a lot. It's actually fine now.
Okay, we're going to stay on the same subject.
How did you sign that? Bigger, longer, and uncut. Oh my God. Wow. You know what? I gotta use that. Hey, baby. That's true. And if you have lane lines, you know, when you go to a bar, you know what to do now. Wow. Sorry.
This is the best panel of my life.
I'm so sorry. It just goes a little south. I'm sorry. You're underage. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's nothing they don't hear in school, buddy. Oh, there's a baby. Yeah, but this is the edited version. You know what happens to be a text message now? Whoa. Ma'am, have you been sexting this morning? Let me see your phone. Don't be sorry, never be sorry for sexting. You go to your phone and it says like, Big Papa. Big Daddy. Oh, Big Daddy. Alright, girl. That's me. Whoa.
Banana moon-shaped Ferris wheel.
Somebody who's watched the signs of banana moon-shaped Ferris wheel? Did I miss something in this conversation?
Yeah, we should say words that make no sense. Wait. Kilimanjaro, Machu Picchu. Peeing in bed. I want to see the peeing in bed. And, oh, that's... the peeing in bed is... Hey, why don't we... It's peeing in bed should be... And then... You are just ridiculous. I love you. I'm sorry, I'm French. That's awesome. Like, sorry, I'm French. That's all you have to say for yourself. From the waist down. Command the room, baby. Command it. Oh yeah. Now you have to. Bring it. Good.
Alright, first of all, love you guys. Jojo, love Klaus. But Ian, this is for you. Have you heard anything?
Backhanded compliment. Love you. The question's not for you. Please.
You already did mine when I asked you to say, you know you want to, mate. Remember earlier today?
I do remember that.
I could do an innuendo if you want.
What's your
question?
The question is, have you heard anything about Mr. Grey from 50 Shades of Grey?
I heard that they're doing a movie about this book. I have not. You will be the first to know when I find out. I'm going to get your phone number and we're going to start.
Sexting.
Getting into character.
Yeah, I'm very method like that.
Yeah. He's going to show you his 50 Shades.
Actually, no, I did.
We'd be totally drunk.
I did see that there was somebody was wearing a shirt yesterday that said I think it's something to the effect that it said something like it's really inappropriate. It was in a shirt. I saw it. It said, I'm gonna slap that ass so hard it's gonna turn 50 Shades of Red or something like that. and I realized that there are little kids reading the shirt and they're like, I don't exactly know what it is.
That mean, Daddy?
Yeah, that's it.
Some kids probably just thought their dad was really mean.
That's awesome. I wouldn't recommend wearing it at home.
It means I'm hitting a donkey.
Drink. Oh, it's your shirt.
I just want to see it.
Yes.
Which one?
Of all the episodes you filmed, what has been the best episode to film, or that you have like the best memories from?
I always just loved the 5th episode of season 1 with Kayla Yule dancing around in her underwear. When Vicky turned into a vampire, that was pretty awesome, man. That was a really fun episode, and it was just a perfect piece of television. I had a blast shooting, and watching the crew for almost a week, watching Kayla Yule walking around in her underwear, crew guys trying to avert their eyes, and just figuring out how do I get the best angle without looking like creepy Boston.
It's funny you should mention that episode. I cast the background boys that were doing the car wash scene in that season.
I bet that was hard.
It was awfully hard.
Innuendo.
We have a question over here.
Not even chub, just full on.
I've not been naked.
When you were walking through the woods, you were butt naked.
I was naked at the end of season 2, wasn't I?
Yeah,
They had a big shot of me, like a crane shot of me in fetal position in the forest, but they cut because of standards and practices. They couldn't show it.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can't show the curve of an arse, but you can show someone ripping out a heart.
Yeah.
What kind of a world do we live in?
I don't even know what kind of world, what kind of country do we live in where you can't show a buttocks, but you can show someone ripping someone's heart out ruthlessly. What? Create the space, man. Do it. Take your pants off, Nathaniel. They want to see your. They want to see your Buzolics.
I took my top off in Birmingham, and there was way too many flashes.
Oh yeah, you
I
did.
planned to do push-ups in the toilet before I did that. So.
In the toilet?
Why would you ever? It must have been humid.
That is a story.
That's where everyone does the push-ups.
We're the only two up there without these sexy accents.
That's true.
That's true.
We're outnumbered, buddy.
You don't need it, darling.
Oh, that's so sweet.
What did you say, darling? He's like, you don't even have to talk. Just sit there.
Just sit there, something like that. Maybe that wasn't the exact word.
No, it's true. If I was a girl, I'd do it. You are a girl, and you did it. Yeah, I'd do it. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, I'll do it. Awkward for... Sorry, you guys. Sorry, baby. I was talking to you, Ian. Oh, sorry, baby. Oh, yeah, sorry. It's okay, honey. It's all right.
Ma'am, what is your question over here?
Whoa.
Hi.
Hi.
I just basically have more of a compliment than a question. I've been fortunate enough to meet you, Ian, and Joseph while filming, and unfortunately I haven't met you others.
You others are pricks, but hey.
I would love to meet you as well, but anyway, I was
What's your name?
Rochelle.
Rochelle. This is Rochelle.
I'll come say hello.
Will you go meet them? You gotta go meet her, man. Hi, love. These are my friends. I want to see the baby. Yes. You're very sweet.
No, girl don't have a long conversation.
I get nervous.
Lord, just say hi, get a hug and a kiss and a peck.
Hell yeah, baby.
Does anyone else want to? Is this a good time to?
Wow.
Oh my God.
That was pretty awesome. That is amazing. Oh God.
You've already done so much great work. What are your plans for the future?
Oh my gosh. World takeover and peace. No, thank you. That's really sweet to mention. Yeah, and by the way, thank you guys for all this ISF support. Without you, first of all, we wouldn't have a television show, and without you, ISF would not exist, and all the amazing things that it does in the 175 plus countries that it's in. So we're actually building a giant animal sanctuary right now down in Louisiana. It's going to be really cool. And we're going to be taking troubled youth and bullies and all these kids who are sort of halting our progression as a civilization and bring them, allow them to work with these animals that are also have behavioral issues of their own. And it's going to be really cool. Teaching compassion with kids with behavioral issues and animals who, using animals, repurposing them, giving them some love. So. And you guys are helping us big time. You're actually paying for it.
And
so I appreciate that.
And saying that, I'll also make a comment. I think what Ian is doing on stage too is amazing. We get a lot of gifts being actors in life, and it's amazing to see someone who's taken such responsibility with the gifts that we've been given.
Thank you, brother.
I think you should make a lot of noise for this guy because he is
very, very sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, Dad.
Can you keep the last question over here?
Make it a good one.
Okay.
I know you.
No pressure.
I've known this woman for literally 12 years. She's the most incredible ultimate fan, and I love and adore you. She's awesome. 12 years, a long time.
Since like Young Americans in Target.
Young Americans, it's a long time ago.
Some people sort of hit on some fan questions, but I thought it would be remiss not to ask a fan question. So I thought maybe aside from some of the things that have happened in the room today, what has been your most awkward fan meeting or fan?
At Comic-Con, I was accosted and held against a wall by my neck by a really beautiful 6-foot Wonder Woman. I'm not kidding. Yeah, it was intense, man. Paul Wesley and I were in the bathroom together. We washed our hands like we do, and he walked out before me, and he walked around this little alcove where our security guys were, and as I walked out, I just felt and there was this really beautiful, but like 6-foot Wonder Woman who was rabid and I just said to her, I said, listen, you're awesome, it's an amazing experience, but my security guys are right there, and if they see you, they're gonna kick you out. You don't want to do that. And she just put me down, kissed me, and just walked away. Fucking awkward. Really cool though. She was obviously a top. I'm sure. I missed that.
He said obviously she was a top.
Well, yeah. Her name was Tim. I want to hear this one.
Yeah, well, mine's not as good. Anyway, I was in Amsterdam.
In the red light district.
No, I was actually trying on some clothes in this shop, and
It's sex shop.
and I was with my best friend from Australia. He's bloody. Brenton Thwaites, he's my best mate from Australia. He's playing Prince Charming in Maleficent, which is going to be awesome. But, yeah, imagine hanging out with Prince Charming. That sucks. No, it does, because all the girls. It's constant for me. It's constant. No wonder I'm single. I surround myself with these beautiful, amazing people. Anyway, so I'm in this shop and I'm trying on some clothes, and my buddy's talking to this girl who's a shop attendant, and she asks him what he does, and he says he's an actor, and then she starts talking about her favourite show, which is Vampire Diaries, and I've been trying on this shirt, and I'm like, ooh. So I come out and I buy this shirt, and she's kind of doing things, and then she looks up and she just goes, I was sure I was going to get a discount. You got a bad day, your breath is really bad. I expected more, I thought you were going to be taller.
Alright, we're running out of time, but remember earlier when
My
I said
story's
we
not
arranged...
finished, I'm sorry. So then,
He wasted the last question on this guy.
I'm joking. I'm a moderator.
So wait, no, keep going. We need to hear. I want to hear.
I want to hear the other answers as well.
Me? I don't know. I think I'm more awkward than the fans. I scare them away. See what I mean? Joseph Morgan. Any strange fans? Love you too, darling. Innuendo.
Joseph's going to tell a story.
No, you're building something up.
I know.
I'm thinking, God, what have I got? He's got Wonder Woman. He's got the crying thing.
The crying game?
I get, you know what I get? What is awkward? That's kind of an innuendo.
It is. Great.
I get very awkward when I'm asked to do things like,
Really? I would never guess that. Yeah. He jokes up a little bit.
And it doesn't matter what story I tell, because by now you're going to be completely drunk. I don't like being like someone. I did a convention where someone came up and asked me, like, and you could see they were really excited. You know, they had this whole thing planned. So, okay, you're going to.
And then you're going to do that.
And pretend she's Caroline, and then you do like you're trying to kind of ask her on a date or something, and then do this go. And I was sitting at the table, I really don't want to do that.
And then out, you know what came out of his mouth?
But I appreciate
No.
it. And he just looked really crestfallen, like he really just expected me to launch into this kind of parade. And so I find that really awkward, because in the beginning it's harder to say no to things because you don't want to disappoint all the people that love the show and everything, but you learn you have to draw a little line. Look how serious I feel.
I knew that was going to happen. I feel awkward sitting next to him. I would say just drink again. Sexual innuendo.
Quick, another innuendo.
Yes, innuendo.
Penis.
Drink.
Gentlemen, just watch out for Wonder Woman, alright?
My favorite bird is the cock.